Well, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Nate. Hello, Kate. Hello, Kyle.
Hello.
Thank you for the birthday wishes. It's been a couple of days. It's been like 3 days, but I think it's to do on my birthday. Evidently.
Look, it's close enough. It's close enough.
It's close. Look, it's something. I'm here. It's my birthday. We're homebrewing. Nate, you missed all the Genasi shit. Yeah, look.
Ooh,
if you've played Cyberpunk, I only just realized today that I did Judy. Judy from Cyberpunk. Exact haircut and style. So
it looks amazing.
yeah, look. It turned out look. Just look at this for a second. Just headset off for a second. Just look at this shit. It's so nice. It's so nice and it's so good. I'm working my way through the colors. Blue to pink, copper to pink, green to pink. Sometimes there's a big one for June that my hairstylist and I are planning that will take a lot of time.
Big special surprise to come later.
But yeah, happy birthday to me. I'm still the oldest of the group, but canonically I feel even older now because I'm 28. Go me, 28 years old. Who'd have thunk that I'd make it this far, not my 16-year-old self. It's so fucking dark.
So fucking dark. Took a dark turn for a birthday stream.
But yeah, thank you. I'm really controversial, maybe. I prefer it to the blue. It's more vibrant.
I think I prefer it as well, honestly. I really like the green.
The blue was
I love
really
this
pastel, and also I suppose the pink might need a bump wrap up a bit. Okay. Raf, could you move your microphone closer to you first? But
I have moved it as close as it can get.
But thank you for that. Feel so old compared to you guys? Nah, but you're just as cool as us, so that's what makes up for it.
Look, Nate, we could never tell.
Could never tell.
You look as young as all of us.
Look, I have a canonical belief that Nate is 29.
Yes, and nothing can change that.
PayPal, by the way, Nate. I'll tell everyone you're 29. Just hit up the PayPal. But yeah, so last time we were quite busy, I will say. Yeah, no. 29. Don't worry about it. No snitches in this stream. No snitches. We did a lot on the Genasi.
Yes.
And we had a session on Monday that we haven't even really, as a duo even, had a chance to talk about.
Yeah, we haven't.
I really haven't spoke to you much this week yet, my guy. So
No.
how are you? How have you been? What's happening in the wild and wonderful world of rap this week?
Also, just apologies. I am talking a bit quieter today because I do have a bit of a sore throat that is hurting me quite a bit. So I will not be talking too loudly. So I will try to speak as close to my mic as possible.
I will turn the music down to compensate for that. Just
one almost forgets the sheer chaos that was Monday's session, and the very close for 2 weeks in a row, very close TPK situation potentially.
Very close TPK.
Intense, like back to back, very intense fights, very intense sessions. This one here went much better than the Marek fight.
Yeah,
don't use shards whatsoever. So
no, you gotta use your stronghold stuff, and
that was cool.
Yeah, so that was a wild session, and then honestly, so I'm gonna pull back the curtain here a little bit for what my week went like. So big part I'm not a big birthday person. Now Shaz makes me be a pretty big birthday person when I have to be, but my ideal day, I spent so much more of my morning just writing for the next campaign coming up, and I got it. I was saying to all my camaraderies, I'm being delivered dinner by my wife. Thank you very much.
Mukbang now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a mukbang because I'm gonna be eating my dinner while I stream. But yeah, I went from saying to the guys, okay, well, campaign 3, roughly pitch wise, should be ready to go for start of June, for character creation, and on my birthday. And the days kind of leading up to my birthday, I just got a lot of shit done. It kind of went wild. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love it, honestly, as a player. Just Des randomly broken up one day being like, you know what? Here's a list stuff for campaign 3. I've got ready. Here you are.
Have some nice hair. I've been thinking about dyeing mine pink. Do it. Absolutely do it. I want to do mine for so long. If you're new here, which I assume you are by first time chat, I've had my hair copper and pink, I've had my hair blue and pink, and now it is green and pink now. The pink is the only thing that has stayed canonical throughout the life cycle. But what can you do? Just do it. It's a lot of fun. So, Raph.
Mukbang. Yeah.
Mukbang, yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to give us a brief rundown of... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yes. No, sorry. I was just going to ask you, for, like, from your DM's perspective, how did you feel the combat went?
It got quite... The action economy got fucked up so much. Losing Svein in the fight comparative to losing the priest was so much worse.
Yeah. That's... Especially, it was so early in the fight as well. It was, like, in the opening turns. So... It was before anything big had really gone off. We just had him taken out, which hurt us. That hurt us a lot.
A lot.
And the Bone Collectives, they
you got to prioritize those guys a lot.
Yeah, I think we thought of the Darakul were like the main targets, but surprisingly, I think the Bone Collective were the main targets there.
I'd say Captain first.
More.
Hello from Germany, what's brewing? Well, we're continuing on our ancestries. And we're going to give a quick little recap of what we got done last time. Just going over kind of what our week's been like, because me and Raph haven't had a chance to sit down since Monday, so we're having a little bit of a catch-up on stream while I eat my dinner.
Yes. But yeah, honestly, that was... They surprised me, as I was saying. The Bone Collectors, honestly... They shocked me. Like, they were just taking us down left and right.
I mean, I'd hope so. They kind of were. They're meant to be very spooky, very, very spooky. So, Homebrew is the. Not getting too distracted this time. If people want us to talk and get distracted more, they can request it if they so wish. But Raph, would you like to give us a little breakdown of what we got accomplished last time on our Homebrew streams?
No, last time on our Homebrew stream, we're going through revising all the races in 5th edition to better suit our world, and just make things, change the wording up a little bit. Anything non-SRD. So last time we got our Genasi, or Elemental Born, as they are now known. We fixed up all of them, did all of the base elements, so your fire, water, air, and earth Genasi. But they also added a few of our own. We got frost, lightning, and sand, void, and what else? I feel like there's another one. We got frost, lightning, sand, and void. Is that it? Yes, that's it.
Yep.
Genasi also done, which are quite spicy, I have to say.
I'm quite a fan of the abilities. I feel like it does justice. Like, I feel like the base Genasi that like we have in like 5e, they don't scale very well.
Yes.
Like they're kind of shit early on.
Yeah. Whereas, like, I'm a big fan of the lightning. I really like the lightning Genasi.
I like sand and void purely because, well, sand because I'm a weeb for Naruto and Gaara. That's just my thing. Yeah. But the void, man, the void's such an iconic thing of our setting.
The void is so cool. I really want to play one. I really want to play one at some stage. I love the idea. That being said, the Frost one, also cool. Frostborn, I love it. But yeah, they've all got some really cool abilities now, some more unique bits and pieces. Nate there, I feel like they could probably be changed to proficiency bonus, long rest, instead of being tied to a particular ability score. Yes, that was something that we were talking a lot about in terms of what it...
Yeah, we haven't decided if it's Wizmod. We're probably... I think I was talking to you this behind the screens, Nate, as well, and I was talking to Raph a bit. We kind of have it like mixed down bit by bit because do we want it to be unified, which I probably do want it to be unified across, everything will just be changed to proficiency bonus, and then depending on the sub-race, it'll be short or long rest.
Yeah. 100%.
Or maybe make them all short rest. Maybe just to have that because like kind of following the same thing like Tiefling lineage does. They're all the same. Whatever they are, they're all the same. Proficiency bonus per long, which I feel like is the most fair actually with way proficiency bonus scales.
Yes. Yeah, I can agree with that. I think we need to just go through there and review each of the different options just to make sure that they're all the same in regards to balance wise. Because like you don't want to make anything that's slightly more powerful than others short rest and others long rest. Like you want it roughly balanced out. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with what we did there.
I think I would just change it all to proficiency bonus per long, honestly, for all of them, just because it feels fair.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, after our elemental born, we also did our satyrs, which we removed some things. We took away their magic resistance, added in a few new abilities. Just that it goes a bit more into the charming.
The nomadic lifestyle
side of things. Yeah, the nomadic charming satyr. Which was good. Tieflings, we didn't really change much. We just made them more suited to our setting. The fact that tieflings in Quenthos.
Well, I think they're SRD, so we wouldn't even have to.
Yeah.
Maybe we could add a sub-race down the line if we felt like it.
Well, we just changed for now the fact that they can be the same ancestry as their parents in terms of age and things like that. So, if they're a tiefling born to elves, then they'll have elven lineage, so live as long as their parents, type of thing. So just change that, and then we went to goblins, which we actually changed goblins a little bit.
Because goblins, believe it or not, are not SRD, not as a race. No goblinoids.
Yeah, which is a little bit weird. You would think so, and then so what did we actually change that? Oh, that's right. Yeah, we changed them as a few other things just to suit the setting. So goblins in our world are more heavily in the woad, which is the magic enchanted forest in the world, so a bit more abilities to reflect their life in the forest. And yes, that is what we hit. We spent a long time on the gymnastics. We wanted to make sure we got those right. That was important to us.
Look, Nate, I have a selfish reason for wanting that PB/rest change. That's based and valid. That's based and valid. I could only wonder why that is. But this week we've got hobgoblins, and
yes,
maybe not controversial, but historically speaking, you have a pretty strong feelings about hobgoblins.
I do. I really like hobgoblins. However, I cannot stand the Pathfinder depiction of hobgoblins. I do not like how they look. I really like the 5th edition version of hobgoblins. That, for me, in my mind, is how they should look, and that is not something I'm willing to budge on. I do really like hobgoblins, though. They are a race that I haven't played, but I really like, and I don't know why I haven't played them. I would like to at some point, but I do like hobgoblins quite a lot.
That's wild, because you and I together made a sub race for hobgoblins. So you've never played one, and you're
sub race. Make a sub race.
No, sub race, subclass.
Oh yeah, subclass. I thought for some reason, last session, shit, did we already come up with one? Fuck, is my mind gone that bad? Yes, we did, and then I created the whole faction behind it as well, which is fantastic. Yeah. One of my favorite things I've done, I think.
It's on the Patreon, just saying. Yeah.
It's on the Patreon, just saying, guys. In case you wanna see.
Yes, the main humanoid enemy in Kryn, along with the Draconians. I want to say that's crit roll setting.
Kryn? No, Kryn's the Dragonlance.
Is it?
Yes.
I did not know that.
If I'm correct.
I just know Draconia, and also Nate, thank you for the Patreon blog. Dragonlance, okay.
Yeah, it's Dragonlance.
I've never done anything Dragonlance. We're always Homebrew.
I do not know anything about Dragonlance. I could not tell you the beginning.
But as far as representation of hobgoblins, I've always imagined to be a lot like the Goblinkin from The Hobbit.
Yes.
Goblin.
Okay. Interesting. Do you mean Goblin King? Because if so, that's a very interesting idea you've got in mind. Yeah, so in terms of... So, did you have any ideas of what we could do for hobgoblins? I mean, I imagine we keep the name Hobgoblin, for one.
Of course. Well, we know... So, to talk about it, we've said... yeah, we've been kind of Japanese influenced, is how we've kind of run it. But sure, I'm not really in frame that well. It's a little bit better. We know in our setting, hobgoblins came about when the races of humanity that were brought over by the old gods met with the first settlers of Quenthos, like the first beings natural to it, like the red hags. So we said in our minds that hobgoblins are quite literally a combination of red hag and Goblinkin originally. Also, if a hobgoblin has a tool proficiency, they can go and get a job goblin. Mate, I swear to God.
New name for hobgoblins, job goblin.
That's just the proficiency in every tool.
Yeah, so there's a connection to the hags.
I'm going to send you an inappropriate joke. I'm sorry.
Oh God. All right.
It's awful. It's awful. It's not TOS.
That is definitely not TOS. That's fucking terrible, though. I love it.
Right. So yeah, do we want like in history? Not history. In the history. Well, yeah, in the history of our setting, the goblins are kind of the shamanistic ones, and not the bugbears. I believe it's the hobgoblins are predominantly scouts for the tribes. Let me pull up my original doc on what we have down for them. So yeah, the hobgoblins are kind of the scouts of the tribes now.
Yes.
So they're very proficient in moving around the world. They're very proficient in like hag stuff. But I was like, maybe we give them some form of like hag magic, because like that's what they originally come from, like the red hags. If we look up the red hag stat block from Cobalt Press, we might be able to pull some inspiration off of that.
Yes, let me have a look. Actually, let me pull that up.
Are they vegetarian? Staple diet of corn on the cob goblin.
I want to hear all of your bad hobgoblin jokes. Just send them through, please.
If they are a rogue class as expert thief, are they a rob goblin?
This entire world building stream is just zero work getting done, just trying to think of how puns they outdo each other.
That's always it. Still my damn joke. Call me a rob goblin.
So yeah, sorry. So in terms of the red hags, just looking up at it.
I'm sorry, I got one more. If they're in the medical proficiency field and they are taking cell samples from people, are they canonically known as swab goblins? What? Swab goblins are not bad. They listen to the Who. They're mod goblins. I like that. That's a great one. If they're tiny creatures, always clean. Definitely not slob goblins.
Brief intermission here, everyone, while we just try and think of the best hobgoblin puns.
Yeah, Nathan, swab goblin. It's quite good. I thought.
Look,
yeah.
If they're very sad, do they become sob goblins? Um, all right. Last one, Des. Would you
Okay,
say that a hobgoblin that is a town guard would be a cop goblin?
I dislike that, but yes. Yo,
Blood.
last one though. If he's cosplaying as a character from Chamber of Secrets in Harry Potter, is he a Dob Goblin if he's Dobby? And if he runs a crime gang, is he a mob goblin?
Now, okay, Des. Criminal organization somewhere in Quintos. It's run by hobgoblins who calls themselves the Mob Goblin. I don't care. I don't hear.
Yo, if
anything
he's
else.
rude
They
to you,
exist.
he's a bit of a snob goblin. Oh, that's great. This is great. I'm enjoying this. It's a chat anymore. Fucking mob goblin. Yeah, like I like mob goblin.
Follow me in my journey now in my attempt to make Mob Goblin canon in the world.
Next player character confirmed.
Yep, the Mob Goblin, criminal hobgoblin.
Best scribe stream so far. 100%, 100%. If you're not here for this, this is the
exactly.
quality content.
Everyone comes to the Eldritch Square for quality
Yeah.
hobgoblin.
If they're really enjoying chat and they're in there, are they pod goblins?
I hate that one. I hate that one.
Oh. Life is good. Life is good.
Let's see. Not me over here just completely moving away from thinking about wordbuilding and trying to like come up with puns on my mind.
Yep. That's my life. Okay, so what does our yeah, you were in the world building. It's all right. That's all right. We're having fun. We're having
That's
fun.
all right. Look. If you don't ruin it, we'll ruin it ourselves.
This is a late. This is a late
someone's got
birthday
to.
stream. I'm allowed to have fun on this one. I was originally going to start looking at what red hags' innate abilities are.
Yes, that's right. Yes, red hags and innate abilities.
I'm sorry, Ras. I'm sorry. So they are actually amphibious. They can breathe air and water. Wow, I did not know that about red hags. They're 8th level spellcasters. Casting up to control water, dominate beasts, freedom of movement. They have magic resistance. Bloodstone automatically senses the presence of blood living creatures within 90 feet of it and can pinpoint their location within 90 feet. What if we gave them something like that?
Okay.
Like being able to pinpoint
That's
creatures
cool.
off their blood.
Well, that would also work for them being like trackers, rangers, scouts, feeling that kind of role. If they were to like pinpoint hostile creatures almost. Or just pinpoint any creatures.
What if we gave them proficiency in survival and investigation?
Yeah.
And then
And
a number of times, or we just give them advantage on those checks as well, made to track creatures with blood due to their innate hag magic that allows them to feel creatures with blood within a certain vicinity of them.
Yeah. So.
Sorry, the hiccups.
Survival and what did you say?
Investigation.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, I'm going to read you this ability that I think we give them something similar. This is like their big ability. So a red hag can do a siphoning aura. The red hag radiates an aura in 30 feet radius lasting for 3 rounds that draws all fluids out through a creature's mouth, nose, ears, eyes, and pores. Each creature of the hag's choosing that starts its turn within the affected area takes 4d6 plus 4 necrotic damage or half damage with a successful con save. What if we gave them a mini version of that ability, literally like pulling the blood from creatures to them?
I don't mind that. However, I feel, considering that we've kind of created this distinction between hobgoblins and goblins, the goblins being the more shamanistic ones focusing on that side, and hobgoblins being more the rangers, the scouts, the martial focused ones. I feel like going
Well,
more in that
Scout, no,
direction.
bugbears are the martial focus. They are literally the army of these civilizations. Scout, like, I want
Right.
Hobgoblin to be kind of a mix. They still have that shamanistic because there's no shot that they have hag's blood, but don't have magic. They can siphon
Okay.
your hemoglobin. Yeah. Thank you, Nate. That is a great one.
Okay, okay. I just also want something. I don't know. I was thinking for their main ability to be something more going to the other side of them.
Okay. We can do that. I'm just throwing ideas out there. What do
Yeah.
they get innately? Because I think there's shit. The stuff that they get is
So
quite bad.
it's actually not terrible. The saving face is if you miss with an attack roll, ability check, or saving through, you gain a bonus to the dice equals the number of allies you can see within 30 feet of you. But then once you use it, you kind of finish this until a short or long rest, which isn't terrible. It could use some improvement, but it's not a terrible place to start. Gets proficiency with 2 martial weapons and light armor, and then it's got 60 feet of dark vision, which I think we still keep the dark vision.
Keep the dark vision, keep the size, keep the speed. Look at throw in proficiency with the with light armor at least.
Yes, I like that.
Okay, now you're done. That's okay, Nate. If you think of any more before we're done, the hobgoblins,
yeah.
just shoot them
send
into the
through us.
chat.
Okay. Trying to think. As a hobgoblins, what else could?
So, saving face. I don't hate it. I don't love it.
Mm-hmm. I don't think of something big that we could give.
What if we did it something like like quick strategists? We give them proficiency and wisdom as well, and they can use a bonus action to grant advantage on their next attack roll made by an ally within 30 feet. Like you can almost like caught like the kind of what is it, inquisitive rogue or something that can help.
Okay.
As a bonus,
because that's kind of the direction I was going for. Is like something that's like calling the shots for allies, almost type of vibe. Being able to like pinpoint the weakness in enemies type of thing and use that to help allies.
But how does that scale? You can bonus action proficiency bonus times per day can make the next attack be advantage. Next, does it have to be a melee attack? It can be a spell attack or just the next attack roll.
I would say next attack roll.
Yeah, kind of like a little bit of flash of genius, but less like it's because I'm so brilliant and you're inspired by me.
Mm-hmm. Which
blood frenzy with other hobgoblins around. I don't mind that. Just feels like it'd be useless if there's not other hobgoblins around.
Yes, because if there's a player in a party, the chances of being around other hobgoblins. What am I looking for in terms of the rogue? Yes, that's what I want to look up. In terms of the rogue, what are its main things? How does it work? So, Master of Tactics, it is just you can use help action as a bonus action. So, okay, yeah, you can use the help action within 30 feet for Mastermind Rogue if the target can see or hear you. So I feel like we need to
Can't just be that.
it can't just be that, and it can't be quite to that level if that is just a subclass ability that we're just giving it straight across. Um,
Okay. That's why I
So I
said
quite like.
proficiency and perception, but it's not great. Maybe we give a bonus to it equal to the amount of, like, we mix up the saving face, we give it a like, you call out to an ally and you give them a plus whatever, a +1 for every ally within 30 feet of them to their next attack roll, ability, saving throw, or the like.
Okay, okay. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. I've got an idea formulating. I like that though. I think we can. That's an idea. I'm trying to think of how to put it into words. Um, that's not
Or
how
what
to
if,
word
even as well as that,
Mob
you
tactics.
do it mob tactics? But so same idea I just pitched, but you can do it to a number of creatures within 30 feet equal to your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
And the whichever creature, so let's say like two allies, max of your proficiency bonus, they gain a +1 for each ally within 30 feet of them on their next attack roll, ability, save, check. Or even additionally, they could use a react. Your ally, instead of this, could use a reaction to add this bonus to its AC. Hey Gabby, how are you doing? I'm doing quite well. It's a late birthday stream. I just had my birthday, so I'm feeling great. I dyed my hair because that's what you do when you're mentally
Hey, Gabby, how you
unhinged.
doing?
We're working through our ancestries, trying to keep it going.
Yes.
What do you think of that? That goes with your kind of martial in mind. Scales much better.
Mm-hmm.
My main thing is,
yeah.
happy late birthday. Thank you. This is a late birthday stream, so thank you for that. It
I
was a very
give
good
them
birthday.
like a scaling dice roll. That's what I was trying to think, equal to that they could roll instead. I don't know.
What, like a 1d4 plus?
I was just trying to think of something that would work regardless of party size necessarily. Like
You
so
could make it like
instead of
a, even if you just,
like
regardless
start
of
up
party
with
size, you
D4.
can make it tied to a modifier. You can make it equal to your wisdom modifier. We're working on Hobgoblin right now. We're reworking Hobgoblin. In our setting, they're descendants of the first goblins to settle with red hags, and they are, historically speaking, in their tribes, known as the scouting branch of their colonies.
Yes. All right. So in terms of the ability, it was
So a
so
number of creatures within 30 feet of you equal to your proficiency bonus. Actually, let's just make it another creatures within 30 feet of you equal to proficiency bonus can add your proficiency bonus to their next attack roll, saving throw, or AC by using their reaction to do so. Or do you think we just allow it to be for free?
My only thing is,
or do you like it being added to AC?
Do you think we make it targeted to a single ally? Or do you think aura is better?
No, because I think I think having more is better because it also scales much better because it's just kind of better. But you can only do this a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per short rest, per long rest, I think.
Okay.
And it costs your bonus action. So
bonus action. Okay. Action. Okay, just next attack.
Oh, you know, it could be we remove the AC option, but we could make it as a reaction you call out to a number of creatures. Like,
Mm.
what do you think about having it as a reaction, not a bonus action?
You almost do it as like a reaction. Do we want to, as a reaction, when an ability check, saving throw, or attack roll is failed?
Within 30
Because
feet of you.
within 30
Yes.
feet of you, that makes it sound like more of a thing targeted to a single ally, then, in my mind.
Yeah, true. True.
Which I think we make it a single. I think we make it like a targeted to a single ally. I quite like that.
Okay. I want to give them something else as well, then, maybe, because this just feels like. I don't know, it doesn't feel different enough right now. It feels better, but I kind of want more on it still.
Okay, okay.
Because like if you look at like what the Voidborn and Elementborn get, it's so much stronger. It's just so much stronger.
um, yes, yeah. That is true. I mean, like, look, Voidborn does have some very good abilities to it.
No, but like just in general, like power creep in D&D, like compared to when Hobgoblins were first made, like if we work off
True,
what
but I
the
mean,
base
in
get.
terms of in terms of the Sandborn, for example, advantage on their exhaustion checks, use what sand can obscure vision. That's
True,
doesn't really
not
come
everything
up
has to be
most
strong.
campaigns. Um, and sand, yeah, like it depends what we want to base them off. There are some which I think are a bit stronger than others. Okay, okay. Um, if we give them something else,
Okay,
so
hear
they've
me.
got
So
blind
we give them
armor,
dark vision, usual.
Okay.
What if we like? They're all about like courage, so we and like armor of courage. What if we bump that up and we give it light, medium, and shields?
Light, medium shields. Yeah, sure. I'm happy for that.
And this whole saving face idea, advantage on saving throws against being frightened. Then I'd be happy. That's strong enough in my mind. Then.
All right. So
And I think we call the other one just
advantage
like
against being
friendly
frightened.
boost.
Advantage on
I like the idea of I'm gonna for the on survival investigation. I'm gonna put what I have in here for a little bit for the advantage bit. So
Oh, see you, Nate. Thank you for calling by for a little bit.
thank you for hopping into my little late birthday stream. Happy to have you here. We'll see you around. Maybe see you tomorrow.
Yeah, it'd be good to have you there.
But be happy to exactly be happy to have you there. So I think. Well, what do you think of this?
Okay.
What do you think of that? Like this little mini, like like not blind type, but like kind of similar. Like within 15 feet, it's just like the innate blood magic of the red hags. It's just like that's how it manifests.
Okay. So you can detect. Okay. Okay, so if someone's hiding in darkness or you're blinded for whatever reason, then that cancels it out essentially.
Yeah.
The disadvantage.
Also, someone's trying to sneak up on you. It's just like, how did you know I was here? I could smell your blood.
Okay. I don't hate that. And you've changed the advantage and survival investigation checks to track creatures
That
that are
they
bleeding,
have to
right?
have been bleeding recently,
Okay.
not just if they
Okay.
have blood.
Yeah, that's all right. So I was basing that much more off the Bloodstone ability because that's just blood of living
Yeah, I don't.
creatures.
That's very strong though, because it's just like
Yeah.
it also makes like hunting, like the kind of like shoot a creature and then chase it down after it's for a while. It makes them very good
Yeah.
at that.
I like it. So you got the Bloodhound ability. Um, and then perfect. I like that actually. I really like that. Um, I think that's much better, honestly.
What do you think of the light? I like the light medium because it's like if they're
Yes.
rangers and stuff up in like the trees, it's like
Yeah.
well like mini rangers and stuff like they get the proficiency in medium armors and stuff. I kind of like it. I think
Yeah.
we there's definitely no issue with the term hobgoblin for trademarking. I don't think that's something that you can claim anyway.
No, no, they cannot claim Hobgoblin.
No.
Because I mean, look, for one, it's a Marvel character as well. So if they want to trademark it, then they also have to trade go against Marvel. So good luck.
Yeah, look. Who knows what WotC? But no, I quite like that. Yeah, like medium. I want to just call this. I realize we've no names for these, which is going to be an issue when we're trying to. Um,
hmm.
I think we can take that out. Oop, what happened there?
Perfect.
Dark vision is easy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a part of me is like I want to make ancestry based on either elf and orc had a little baby, or ancestry and culture style, so it's easier to make half races for my custom races. That's
Okay.
fair. That's very fair. What we've done for like some of our versions of Genasi and Tiefling is it's basically can be born to any lineage.
Yes.
Reworking ancestries and races in 5e, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. So,
Yes, there's
but
a
it's
lot
a
to
lot
go
of
through.
fun. I will say, I really quite like it.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen some people though that have gone through and done like half races for every possible combination.
Oh, that's so
It
much
just
work.
looks exhausting to go through and do all that, honestly. It looks absolutely exhausting. So next up we have bugbears, which honestly it's not a race I've actually thought much about or know much about.
Well, they're goblinoids. They're part of it. I think they're. I want to say they're part of like the original. Like came over was goblins and bugbears was like the
Mhm.
original two that came over. Hobgoblins one that's kind of like native to this area.
Yes.
Bugbears are far more like they're, like, you know, the military backbone.
Mhm.
I I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a difficult one. I'm gonna have to pull up
Yeah,
what they get
I'm just
because
reading
like they get
through.
reach, I think, which is something that maybe we keep,
That's kind of
maybe.
cool actually. Long limbed. Your reach is 5 feet greater than normal. So on reach weapons as well, that essentially means it's 15 feet then.
Yeah. But what
Which
if we
is
did that? We did military training. We give them proficiency with pikes and medium armor.
yeah, I like it.
We take
And
off
if
the
they get
sneaky.
Yes, take off sneaky
and the surprise
and
attack. But I did
yes.
have an idea
So,
for like a war cry ability for them.
oh, okay, hit the hurt.
Okay, let me. So as part of it, proficiency in intimidation,
Mm-hmm.
and when you use your action to take the attack action on your turn, you can forego one of your attacks to instead let out a battle cry, and each creature within, I want to say 30 feet, probably feels fair, that can hear you and is not immune to being frightened. Wiz save, DC 8 plus, Prof plus, your, I want to say like your strength mod, because it's literally just like, you know, your fearsome cry, or become frightened of you until the end of your next turn. Forgo one attack. So if you have multi-attack, you can
Okay.
make this in place of one of your attacks.
Okay. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. That's kind of cool ability. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, and it goes in the attack. The DC kind of scales. Frightened isn't the best condition, so I think as well as this, though, I don't know if they get it naturally, but oh, they do. I want to keep them with powerful build. But I think as part of their long limbed, they not only get an extra 5 feet reach, but an extra 5 feet speed. So their base walking speed is 35.
Do we just change that to their base speed?
Yeah, yeah. But like that's the logic to it.
I like it. I like it. I like that. So they keep their dark vision. Their speed goes up. Long limbed, sneaky. Let's get rid of surprise attack.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Is that enough?
So
Is that
so we're replacing
size? They keep their dark vision.
So do we also give them proficiency in armor as well? Or
Yeah, yeah. I want to give them proficiency. So we took away their stealth proficiency, and we're giving them proficiency in pikes, glaives, halberds, and medium armor.
Perfect. So they got proficiency in that. They got their proficiency in intimidation, and they also get their battle cry.
Yep.
Then they keep their long limbed, keep their powerful build, and their base walking speed goes up to 35. That's good. I like it.
That's very, very good. They are a good military force. I made a legally distinct shrub race. Delu shrubs. Thank you.
Shrub race. I like that.
Deku. Is that as in the weeb Deku from My Hero Academia? Raph, are you a weeb at all?
Not really.
From Zelda. Like, do you watch any anime?
I occasionally, but not really often.
What would be like your top one you've watched? Like Attack on Titan? You pretty much Attack on Titan.
Yeah, we've talked about Attack on Titan before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen Attack on Titan. I do like Attack on Titan a lot. I don't know. I've never made like an anime.
It's just wild because like part of my birthday, I was really into Naruto. Yeah. So Sharon got me like, I want to start reading Boruto, the sequel, and I got these books. My birthday was Thursday for reference. So on Friday, I started reading these three boys, these three comic-y boys. I'm done. Now, mind you, like their comics are like, they're like, you know, they don't take an awful long time to read. Mm-hmm. I'd say like, like sub-hour per guy, but done. And now I need to order more. And the problem is, at this pace, if I did 3 books in, you know, like 3 days from Friday, when the others arrived, that means if there are 16 books out currently, if I got the next 13, I would have it done in 4 days. and that is an issue because I will happily do it if I bought them. If I could afford to buy them, which I can. So that is the natural delay here.
Can we have a stream that's just dedicated to you just like weaving out?
Just weaving out? No, I don't think so. I need my street cred of some sort. Like it. See, like that's what happens. Like in the stream, it's like it is commonly known that like Jen and Kate are like our resident weebs. I don't think I don't think the guys at the table, like the catch-all term, the guys, like the group, I don't think people realize how much of a fucking weeb I used to be before I met Shaz.
Yeah, I don't think they do. Like, because I know, because I've spoken to you about it. I know that you're a full-on weeb.
No, like you know the magazine Kotaku.
Yeah,
like that magazine. I used to buy every issue when that would come out. I used to save up the pocket money for my parents because not local, but in Dublin City there was a place called Forbidden Planet, and so like mangas are normally like pretty much canonically like even this here on the back in dollars, like $10, so about €10. Hey Blake Season, thanks for giving the follow over here on my belated birthday stream while I kind of talk about manga when we're trying to homebrew. But anyway, to finish my story is so these guys used to be $10 a piece, but they used 3 for 20. So I would save up, and I used to get like my parents would give me like $8 a week for reference. Oh, thank you for the birthday wishes. That's very kind of you. I got some burrito for my birthday, so I'm kind of not reviewing it, but talking about it because I've read through 3 of the books. I'm gonna save up for more because they're kind of good. But yeah, so I get like $8 a week, and then so I'd be like what 24 and like 24 in 3 weeks, and then so every 3 weeks roughly I'd spend $4 on a student return ticket to go into town. I'd buy 3 books and I'd come home and I would try and not read them all in the matter of 2 days or a day. Try and spread them out over 3 weeks, inevitably fail, and then go wait for another 3 weeks.
Classic, absolute classic.
Like
how long was that? How long ago did you like leave your weeb phase?
How long did I leave my weeb phase? I suppose I stopped properly. It kind of lines up with D&D, which is the weird thing.
Really?
I only have so much time. Like
yes.
And around the same time I started playing D&D, I got into PC gaming. So I started playing games with my friends, and then D&D is such like a massive part. Like I've got thousands and thousands of hours doing this. Like, come on, we're making our own stuff at this stage. Yeah. But it's just like time, and then most of my time spent watching things right now is spent with my wife. So it's like normally at the end of the day. So like she's not too much into anime unless like we've been doing like we did the Studio Ghiblis, but actually because like Naruto is like one of my big ones. Like Naruto and Bleach were like two of my biggest ones. Yeah. She's agreed to start watching Naruto at me, so I'm rewatching it from the beginning, and I'm just sitting here like, yes, so it begins. And I'm really excited. Incredible. I'm really excited to get through it all. Like, yeah. Like before I had to move, I lost all of my manga collection before I moved, but I had like stacks. Tragedy. I had like
we mourn the day.
I had so much of like I had like something like Death Note. I had
that is sad. Though. That is sad. Like that would have been such an intent, like extensive collection over the years.
And like it was like I didn't collect nearly as much as I'd have liked to. I'd have liked to get more, but I had like I think close to like scattered around different things, like 50 different volumes, like 50 books, like saved up, and it was like,
oh, okay.
07. Like what you're talking at a rate of $3 for 20 quid. It was like those. I get those are rookie numbers for some people. Like yeah, $3. So how would I work that out? So yeah, somewhere in the
it adds up.
16 times it was like rough spend of like $330. Info on the Crab Center race. No, I did not. Crab clans are an integral part of Krabbis culture. The High Queen or King is selected by the clan's leadership. Most commonly chosen High Queens or Kings are from the following clans in order: Pearl Guard, Fossil Vein, Spell Vein, Iron Guard, Coral Guard, Ocean Brine. The 6 biggest clans are as follows: Pearl Guard, Fossil Vein. Oh, Crab Centaur. That is such an odd combination, but why not? Why not?
Okay.
You lost so many books, comics, and CDs just moving. Yeah, no, look, I unfortunately had to. I fell out of touch with my family and just left, so a lot of stuff got left behind. '07.
Oh, 7.
But no, it's
Never
like
forget. Never
it
forget.
is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, it's not like I haven't read them all, so
Mm-hmm.
we're out here. Why the fuck not?
Bottom half crab, upper half humanoid. That sounds interesting. I want to see art of that. I want to see art of what that looks like. Half crab, half human.
Yeah, that sounds wild.
It sounds incredibly cursed, but I love it.
I think I'm happy with Bugbear. We got to move on to Asmar, which is something I'm now talking distracted because I am struggling in my mind to be perfectly honest of how I'm going to tackle Angelkin or Asmar. You have art for them. Posted it on the art in our Discord server. I really want to see.
I want to see this.
I want to see this. Art section. If you're in the Discord server, you should be. If you're not, why not? Show us.
My biggest question here: do we keep the subclasses, or the rough idea of them?
I am not emotionally attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say yes because, because
I know that Monsters of the Multiverse does away with it.
It does it?
Yes, and instead you get their unique abilities, and you just choose which one you want to transform into. And you get like 3 different choices, and you get to choose which one, how you want to appear. Like, do you want to appear holy? Do you want to appear as like the protector, the scourge, or the fallen? Like, which one do you want to appear as in the moment?
Okay. I'm pulling up. So dark vision, celestial resistance. Yeah, I think we keep the size, the speed, the dark vision. Fuck, how are we gonna change this? Okay, do you have an idea?
Know for this. So let's just get onto this thing. So Asmar. Alright, bump it up. So in terms of their base stuff, speed, dark vision, I think we keep the celestial resistance in regards to resistance to necrotic and radiant. That feels very thematic.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless you want to change it?
No, I think we keep it because the problem is it's
Do we keep the healing hands ability? That is a big question of mine.
No, but what I don't. Maybe we don't, but perhaps we give them some form of divine guidance and something else. So we literally call it divine guidance, and we give them advantage on insight check to detect lies and wisdom perception to check for hidden creatures. And then I was thinking, at 3rd level we give them angelic wings. At 3rd level they grant the ability to give themselves this fly speed. Use it once per short or long rest. And at 5th level, the fly speed increases to 60 feet. And then at 5th level, kind of we give them like tiefling style progression, something at 3rd, something at 5th. At 5th level, we give them their radiant soul. They unleash divine energy. As an action, you manifest your celestial lineage. Your eyes glow with brilliant radiance, and you heal a number of creatures around you equal to your proficiency bonus, equal to your level plus con modifier. I feel like that's different from the
proficiency bonus. Or do it equal to? Because healing hands is equal to your level.
Yeah. So, but that I'm saying when you enter your radiant soul, you heal a number of creatures within 30 feet of you, equal to your proficiency bonus, equal to your level plus charisma modifier.
Okay, so you get to activate. These are different things, like your angelic wings, radiant soul. They're different abilities you get to activate.
Yeah. These are different abilities. At 3rd level,
Hey,
You
I'm
get
just looking
there.
at this art. That is.
Oh, art went in.
I'm not sure what to say. I don't know what to think of that. I'm
I imagine they'd be lower
slightly.
down. I didn't think they'd be standing tall.
Yeah, it's like on
Wait, you
tiptoes,
know
and I'm
what?
kind of
No,
intimidated.
you know what it is?
I'm scared.
It's just the crab skin ergot.
It is Grabsky Ergot. Like you're right. It's just Ergot. That's what this race is. It's just Ergot. Just Crabskin Ergot. Confirmed.
Imagine. Okay, I can picture it now better in my head. It's an interesting concept. They obviously are an aquatic race, I assume, or I would assume so.
Yeah.
It's cool though. It's cool. So what do you think of the Radiant Soul?
So Radiant Soul, you eat down. You heal
No, okay,
creatures
so
around you.
as an action, you manifest your celestial heritage, causing your eyes to glow. We give them that. I would say, because I need to look at what their radiant consumption is. Okay, yeah, so this doesn't do it. I would say when it activates, you get temporary hit points equal to your level plus your charisma modifier. You and a number of creatures within 30 feet of you equal to your proficiency bonus, I would say. Gain a number of temporary hit points equal to.
Okay. Okay.
While in your Radiant Soul, you're immune to the blinded condition and get a blind sight of 30 feet. And I think that's pretty good for what we have.
Right. Okay. I don't hate that. I don't hate that.
It's not extra damage, but like also I want the angelic wings at 5th level as well so that they scale. Level fly speed is 60.
Okay.
Fly speed
30. Yep.
breathe air and water. I assume so. I assume so.
Look, I'd be concerned if they didn't breathe air. Well, that would be an interesting thing to play if they didn't breathe air. Trying to get around the whole campaign wearing like a little fish
And what
bowl.
did you think of the divine guidance? You have advantage on insight checks to detect lies and on perception checks to detect hidden creatures. Like that's how the guidance is formed.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I can definitely see that work in my mind. Yeah, I don't hate that. I'm just trying to. Okay, yeah, I don't, because my backup idea was like some form of guidance, as in like cantrip type ability, but I think that's better.
Is it enough? Do we think is it good enough?
So let's just look at it. So you gain advantage
on insight and perception
on all checks.
Yeah, I think it's just it's the way you're being. It's the guiding.
So you gain advantage on insight and perception checks, and advantage on ability on trying to find hidden creatures.
Checks. I think you can just leave that because perception is finding hidden creatures.
Yeah, so just leave those two then. Yeah, perfect.
So give them dark vision 60 feet. We get their flight that they get scaling. Celestial guidance. They get their speed. They get their dark vision. They keep resistance. One thing I see Monsters of the Multiverse did is Angelic Guide. I think they got. Did they get rid of that?
Angelic Guide. Whereabouts?
I don't have the book. I was just looking it up online. Because isn't that in Velo's?
Angelic
you get
Guide as the ability. I don't think
not an ability,
that's
but like as a lore thing. The
Oh, that's a
crabby.
lore thing. Right. I was looking for an ability name.
You just imagine you reach your early 30s, you're expected to go traveling and adventuring for at least 5 years. They believe this weeds out the weak-willed and the weak-minded, as you're not seen as an adult until you do this. You can't get married on a business that's send past apprentice rank, serve in the army, etc. Oh, so they're literally forced out into adventuring. That's cool. You also posted art from my
Ooh,
mushroom race, Myconids, or
ooh,
let's see.
ooh. Okay, I
Ooh,
kind of like those mushroom people. That's actually really fucking cool.
ooh, I like it.
Um, I like them a lot. Do you have like lore and stuff for them? Because I'm actually very curious to know more.
Hmm. Do you think that what we have? I like the radiant soul
So
ability.
just yeah. Ransom ability. So just quickly adding it in there, are we linking them to their parents' lineage like tieflings?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So
Um,
you age at the same rate as your parents, or the ancestry of your parents. I'm she I'm Shikio, or I'm not gonna know how to pronounce that, Gabby. I am sorry. I will try, but I will
Amshikio.
fail.
Amshikio? That's I'm saying in my
Nomadic
head.
tend to be they only release spores once a year in the summer and not dull in one place for too long. Have no concept of gender at all. Can release spores despite their reputation. Okay, based.
Okay.
I don't
I'm
normally
sick.
pronounce things right the first go. Um, um, I don't know. I feel like it's cool, but like, is it enough? Like, I suppose it's.
It is enough. I think it's enough, personally. Advantage on insight and perception checks is strong. Resistance to necrotic and radiant, strong. The angelic wings, which is like fly speed 30 going to 60, is very good. And then the radiant soul, which is healing, I think.
Oh,
Or is that
also
the
the wings last
temporary?
1 minute.
Yes. And the radiant soul, which did you change that to temporary HP?
I did. Oh, what if we made it last 1 minute and then 1 hour?
Oh, okay. You
I'd be happy then.
temp HP to creature friendly creatures.
Do we think you plus a number of friendly creatures, or just a number of
You
friendly creatures?
you give noise. Yeah, to you plus. You plus. How many friendly creatures? So we say it
Equal to your proficiency bonus. Let it scale.
you give 10 minutes to you plus friendly creatures equal to your bonus.
And the temp HP is
number of friendly creatures equal to your
level plus charisma modifier.
level plus. Once per
Short or long.
Slash rest. Perfect. So, fifth level, you gain that plus hour-long wings, 60 feet.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's strong.
So, with the wings, is that a bonus action to activate?
I want to say yeah. I want to say bonus action is where I'm leaning right now.
I think so.
Yeah, bonus action. So it's in theory you could do full turn angelic wings radiant soul at 5th level.
Yes.
You know
Yeah, I
the
like that actually.
intimidating thing is, Raph, though, when we're done this, we have to go into elves.
No, it does. That scares me. Elves scare me.
We'll have a quick look back over everything we've done, and then we'll go to elves. So, Shikio start life as spores within 3 months, become mini shrooms, which is the word for toddlers. When fall comes around, the young can walk on their own. Obviously, they're watched over till when they're 14-year-olds by nursemaids who teach them all survival skills like foraging and small game hunting when they are considered young adults. Nice.
Okay, that's cool.
Nice.
I really like that though. I really like that fast mod. I feel like that's balanced enough. Like we don't really need to add anything else.
Yeah.
It scales, which is one of the things we wanted to do.
Yeah, I kind of want to make all of this scale. When they're considered young adults, they're considered adults till 18 when they're seen as adults ready to have the oils of adulthood on their head. When they're sure 18, they have oils poured over their heads called the oils of adulthood.
Ooh.
They're used to announce them as new adults and are served wine. It is not watered down for the first time. Nice.
That's cool. I like
So
that.
let's go back to the top. We're 7 pages deep on this stuff. But starting from the start, let's look at our Ravenfolk. Are we happy with where we have? Also, naming. We need to go back and rename some stuff, which I don't know if we've done. So, Ravenfolk. Are we happy with Ravenfolk?
All right, let me go back. Let me go back.
Also, I'm now
Right,
realizing
Ravenfolk.
our Leonin is so fucking small compared to everything else.
We got a little bit stuck on the Leonin, and we just kind of just skipped over them a little bit. So probably revisit Leonin, I think.
Okay, let's.
But
Let's
in terms of
do that then.
Ravenfolk, I still think are my favorite ones. I really like Ravenfolk. Yeah, I like Ravenfolk.
Okay, well, Loxodon, I'm happy with.
Lobson, I'm very happy with. Goliath, I'm very happy with.
As I said, I actually
So-
quite like.
I quite
Actually, we didn't do the sub races.
That's right. So we've got to do that, and we have to do Leonin. We need to do Leonin again. Because that's been just completely left.
Okay, Piney we did, I'm happy with. Arena we
Yep.
did, I'm happy with. Genasi, I'd want to be happy with. Satyr, I'm happy with.
Yes.
We just did Goblin stuff, so I'm happy. So Leonin first.
Now, Des, is there anything we're missing?
Well, yeah, there is.
So that's... What else do we
So
have?
Changeling.
You're right, changelings, yes. You can't... Changeling's hard, though, to change too much without... Let me just boot up Changeling. Let me have a look at this. You're right, though. You're right, there is Changeling.
There's also Warforged that we're going to have.
Yes, there is Warforged as well. And technically Shifters? Or is that just a once-off
They're
thing,
gone.
do you think?
They're gone.
Yeah, that was a once-off thing.
Fuck, I completely forgot about Changelings.
So did I. Let's have a look. So changelings, they naturally get their shape changer ability, which I think you have to keep. Like that is just it's changeling. It's you can't go without it. So we keep some form of the shape changer.
Okay, that's basically all they get.
Which I get is strong. However, there's no
There's no
nothing
mechanical
else.
side to it.
There's nothing else. Hang on. So if you look back up at their Unearthed Arcana form,
They got the Unsettling Visage.
Unsettling Visage, and Divergent Persona.
Good luck to that for ideas. I think as long as we give them something else, maybe we get rid of their changeling instincts.
Okay.
We have a pangolin race.
Okay, but now we have to see the pangolin race. We have to
Do
see
we
it
have art for the
compulsory.
pangolin race? The pango.
The pango. I love them already.
Do they eat
Um,
mango? Just questions.
And Dan, can I
Very
play
s-
pango called mango?
No. Mhm.
So
Definitely not.
their changeling instincts, proficiency with 2 of the fallen skills. That also doesn't really fit because they don't have a connection to the Fey realm.
No.
So yeah, I think so. Take that out.
Are we doing Leonin first?
I think we just make sure we get all the classes first before we go back. And also because I don't really have many ideas for Leonins yet.
I still have the one I want to work out.
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
penguins are
I'm sorry, the
so
changing's
unassuming
really
place.
hard in my mind.
Changelings are. Changelings are.
What if we went more to the doppelganger though?
Okay, see, before we get into that, I just want to go quickly. Their lore, they are the children of the Farwalker.
Yeah.
Could we give them something to tie more into the Farwalker?
I mean, if you have ideas, I'm willing to hear them.
I don't.
I do have let's see the Arcbound server. Pangolins are small, unassuming race, strong class, digging tendencies, stick together, superior dark vision race. Pangolin, in fact, they're often underestimated due to the shyness and non-confidential attitude. But non-confrontational, they shouldn't be underestimated. However, they can be tough as any other race. Okay, I like it. I like it.
I like them. I like them. Also, penguins are just cute, so bonus points. So Farwalker, if we do anything there. Some sort of movement.
I hate changing. This is my least favorite.
Could you give them some sort of movement based ability? Something.
Maybe so we keep the shape change ability. I was thinking we could even give them a mimicry ability.
Ooh.
You can mimic the speech of any human that you've heard speaking for at least 1 minute, allowing you to speak their voice and use their mannerisms. Because I don't know if that does work in Changeling.
Okay, so let's just look at their ruling.
No, they don't.
You can't duplicate the appearance of an individual you've never seen. So yeah, they don't get anything.
So I'm thinking we change it. You have the ability to change your shape of will, take on the appearance of any human or creature you've seen before, and you can use this ability to disguise yourself to assume its form to a specific individual. You can remain in your new form as long as you wish, but revert to your true form when you die or when you choose to do so as a bonus action. We keep that. Base walk speed of 30 feet, but then we give them mimicry. You can mimic the speech of any humanoid you've heard speaking for at least 1 minute, allowing you to speak in their voice and use their mannerisms. This ability does not grant you the ability to understand languages you don't already know.
Okay.
And then I was thinking this, so we can give them shrouded thoughts. Your true thoughts and intentions are difficult for others to discern. You have advantage on deception checks made. Just advantage on deception.
Yeah, advantage on deception. I like it.
They have natural armor. When the Pango leave the Underdark, they are often mistaken for kobolds. I can see the mistake being made.
So giving them advantage on deception checks, mimicry, which I like.
Advantage on deception checks.
Yeah, deception checks. Sorry. So I wrote it down. Yeah.
What if we gave them their form is pretty weird? So hear me out. Advantage on escaping from bindings and grapples, because you're malleable form, and you can squeeze through spaces and almost like what if we made it almost like an ooze?
Okay. It could work. My only issue is that there's pretty strict wording in terms of you have to keep your same size, essentially.
But we want to include that, so if we just say you have the ability to change your shape at will, taking on the appearance of any humanoid creature that you've seen before. As long as it's a humanoid creature, doesn't matter. You can be small, you can be medium.
Okay.
As long as this is the basic makeup, I don't want to, because I think doppelganger, changing is you can be, but not so much your size can't really change. But I'm thinking these people can. They can get short. They can get they could mimic a child if they wanted.
See, I'm scared though, Des, because I don't want you to. I've seen you play a changeling BBG before, and that was terrifying. I don't want you to have even more abilities as a changeling BBG. I'm even more scared.
Look, it's not a changing BBG.
Yeah, I don't mind that though. I don't mind that.
Is this ability broken? Digger Claws, you can use a bonus action to burrow underground 5 feet down.
D-boy?
Or up and can burrow up to 20 feet horizontally. You can't edge your turn underground. You can do this as many times as your proficiency bonus per short rest. No, I wouldn't say that's broken. Not at all. I like that though. What if we let them like escape bonds and grapples at advantage because they can literally just shrink their form out of the things?
Yeah. I don't actually mind that. I was trying to think if I can think of something else.
No, because if we look at Doppelganger, I'll give you the wording here. So it's roughly this. If I just copy paste it across. Like that. If we make them far more like Doppelganger, that's pretty easy.
Okay, yeah.
And
yeah,
as part of this, you can, and when you want your size, medium or small.
Mm-hmm.
And then if we use a similar, oops, where's it gone? We give them great. So very similar to like the Ravenfolk, but this is a little bit better.
Okay.
I mean, humanoid. Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
So I give them that, and then the Shrouded Thoughts, and then I'm thinking we just give them a malleable form.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that. This one was a hard one to do, though.
It was.
Why isn't there a mole race in the Underdark? I asked this question and I started making one. Honestly, that is a good question. Why isn't there a mole race? I'm glad you're taking it upon yourself to go through and fix all these problems. Wizards left for us.
So if you're in a small form, you could potentially squeeze through a tiny space, and if you're a medium creature, you can potentially squeeze through a small space.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty good. I think that's better than the base Doppelganger. But we haven't given them any proficiencies. But
yes, but it gives them just a bit more to do, and the ability to change your shape is very useful. Like that is, and the ability to do this much with it is incredibly.
Yeah, useful. The mimicry is the big one there. Like,
and also just being able to just assume any size as well. Like that's so much versatility to it.
Yeah, I think I prefer that. I like this. What do we call them though? Or do we just call them doppelgangers?
Yeah, let's just call them doppelgangers. Done. Now, just to stick with the current way we're doing it, change name.
Okay. That wasn't actually too bad.
That wasn't as painful as I thought it was going to be, surprisingly.
I was like, what's the main thing is like just sticking with the fantasy, I suppose. I feel like we did that quite well.
Question with the EVS market before we go back to it. Are we going to change the name to Angelkin, or is it going to one of these two we've got?
I like the two we have. It's just will the players or people at the table. I think Angelkin is just so much easier.
Yeah, fair. Fair.
I think actually, I like the Acer Thil or Angelkin.
Or Angelkin. I think Angelkin's like the more common name that people call it.
Yeah. Just like Tieflings, we can just put Tieflings and then in brackets beside it, Devilkin.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. That's not bad. Now the issue presents itself again for the Leonin.
Yes.
Which I feel like we're a little bit more equipped to do. So I've been thinking about the Leonin. They're looking at what they have. Age, I'd like them to just be a little bit older. I think we'll let them live to like 150.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm thinking. Sorry, let me get my notes up.
I need to pull up the omens again.
So mature, same rate as humans, but live to be about 150. We give them natural weapons in their claws. So we keep that. That is a lot. Claws, that's fine. Like, that is absolutely fine. Dark vision, keep it. So.
You said 160?
150.
150.
Now where are my notes gone?
Speed still 35. I like that. I feel like 35. That works.
So speed 35.
Do we keep Hunter's Instincts? So proficiency in one of the following skills? Nope.
So what I thought is
Okay. Oh, you're right. Increases. In my Curse of Strahd game, the game started with a werewolf fight where a child is being kidnapped. The werewolves were supposed to get away with the child, but they didn't because they died. I had to improve real fast. Yeah, look, that would slightly change up the pace of the game from what you envisaged. How did you find Curse of Strahd, though? I mentioned you ran it from the sound of things. What do we got over here? Feline agility. Well, okay, okay. That's like combining both the ideas. I like it.
Yeah, I was thinking of how to word it. That's my idea. And then I think
I
we
like
give
it.
them bean senses. Rough perception. That's what I like. That
Okay.
I feel like it reads fairly simply, no more complex than any of our other abilities, which are fairly complex.
Yes.
So as part of the attack action, you get a speed stim basically, 15 extra feet.
Yeah, I like that.
Move to a hostile creature. If it hits and it is of the same size category as you, now we're ignoring that kind of if it gets knocked down.
Mm-hmm.
You can make an attack as a bonus action. You only get the bonus, so it's kind of not bad. It either gets knocked
Mm-hmm.
down if it's smaller than you or the same size, or if it is bigger, you can make an attack against it. Because,
Yeah.
like, you know, why not? I feel like,
Yeah.
and it's
Okay.
part of your attack
Okay.
action. You forgo one of your attacks.
I really like that actually. I think that combines the best of both worlds in terms
Yeah.
of ability wise. Because they're not prone is an interesting ability to get. But so is also like the bounce as well. It's again sense proficiency. We're gonna keep a claw, the claw attack for it.
Yeah, we give them a natural claw weapon.
Yeah, keep it the same. That is the question I have, which is 1d4 plus strength.
Yeah, I think so. I think we just keep that the same.
Yeah, perfect. I really like that ability personally. I think we keep that. Do we want to add anything else though, Des?
They have the dark vision. They have their claws. They have perception. I'm just removing their choice.
Do we want to give them proficiency and athletics?
Maybe just make it keen hunter, perception, and athletics.
Yeah, keen hunter.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty easy.
I like that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah, you know what? I've got no issue with that, Leon.
Look, I just liked the ability, and I was trying to figure out a way to work it, and I feel like I came to a very happy place on it.
Yes.
It also gives you an option of if you're in a combat encounter with like multiple different sized creatures, do you want to try and knock someone down, or do you want to try and get an extra attack off on a bigger creature?
Yeah. Yeah, like it adds a really interesting question to it. I like that though. I really like that.
Also, that means the initial attack doesn't have to be with their natural weapons. So I could use a sword or something for that.
Yeah, you're right. That's cool. Yeah.
I am running it, so
That's a really cool ability. No, I'm just looking through that. I like the wording of it as well.
Onyx Snowberry, the half elf with a bad bowl cut, was born. Nice. We love a bad bowl cut. Recently established that Onyx can throw knives. He killed a giant rat with a knife, so during the festival he'll be able to defend himself. Curse of Strahd is a great campaign. Absolutely great campaign.
Yes.
I even tried to run a little bit myself. Campaigns aren't really my thing, but maybe someday.
Yeah, it was good fun though. It was good fun.
Okay, so are we happy with the name?
Yes. I am. I like Simathil. I like that.
Okay, so that means
I like that.
Alisad subraces. Alisad subraces. The fuck do we do?
Let's just look back at these. Do we think we need to add these sub races in?
I don't know, but we if either way we need to expand.
Yes, I can't remember. Like, our base ideas for them.
I don't think we had them.
I think the idea is that very much like Torith Alicent being much more of a nomadic, a bit more of sort of aggressive, militant type of Alicent, whereas the Vethaliad one is a bit more sage's diplomatic type of focused one, so different focus between the two.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think now of what we could do for each of them.
Without just giving me, without just giving them
honest,
magic.
you know what? Fuck it. I think we just go back and just do one subclass.
Okay.
I don't think there's necessarily a need to do subclasses for them.
So
Unless you really want to, unless you have a strong drive towards it.
I don't have a strong idea is my problem.
Yeah.
Half of a Vistani PC. Why did you... I have a question. I know from a lot of DMs out there, there's a controversial thing of like, do you allow Vistani or like Dampier races in Curse of Strahd because it can kind of interfere with the story? How did you work the Vistani character in? So I am struggling a little with that, to say the least.
Yes.
What do they get?
So
they get speed. So speed of 40 feet. Yeah, we keep that.
They don't really get
type. We don't get rid of the monstrosity type. They're still humanoid.
Yes.
Like we get rid of that. Alicent weapon training, light hooves, quadruped. They get fucking nothing.
Yes.
I did not realize how little they got.
So in terms of what can we give them then? What can we give them to make up for it?
So I'm happy getting them dark vision. They have horns. We give them a horn charge.
We could. It doesn't feel right though for me. And for Alicent.
Well, deers do fight with their horns.
Deers do fight with their horns, but Alicent, I just don't think it fits necessarily.
Okay, do you want to go the magic route, or do you want to go the non-magic route? Like, do we want to give them innate magics, or do we want to give them...
I don't... See, I like the idea of the magic route-ish, but then innate magics, I don't know, like... Because I also want to give them... I want to give them another ability. If we do give them innate, I still want to give them some other ability in there as well. Something that makes them... Yeah. So what did we give them? We gave them ignore magical, non-magical, and a natural occurring difficult terrain of forests, which I like.
Her backstory is that her mom got her out of brother because she was a dampier baby. I didn't want her to grow up in such a sad place. She doesn't know her vampire dad is unknown to its Escher. Ooh, that's interesting. That's
Ooh,
yeah, I know there's some like issues in the Curse of Strahd communities where you're like, no, you can't have any characters be vampires, or you can't have any characters be like Vistani, and it's like I just don't have enough experience in it to have an opinion in the camp. But how do you feel about it? Are you like, obviously you have a half dampier? So why did you decide that it was a good idea? Why are you in that side of the camp? I'd love to hear your opinion. What did we change about Alicent? We removed light hooves. What did light hooves do again?
Stealth.
I didn't like that. Yeah, we gave them ignoring difficult terrain, which is kind of cool.
Which is cool in forests.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
She's a
What
more.
is something?
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
Let's go lore-wise. Lore-wise for Alicent. What is their...
Their
What,
protection's
what
like the
is...
first races, kind of, so to speak.
Yes, they're one of the first races, but what's, like, difference between, like, in terms of roles necessarily between, like, Piney and Alicent?
Okay, let me pull up my innocent stuff.
Is there anything we can draw upon for Alicent?
I have an awful lot. They're very wise. It's
I
like
mean, we could always give them, like, advantage on checks being, like, knocked prone or anything like that. Anything that can be...
oh yeah.
Because, like, they're used to moving through difficult forest terrain as part of that ability as well. We could also give them advantage against them being knocked prone as a little thing. Potentially. I'm struggling to think of a big ability that they can get. Something that's, like, a trademark for, like, the Leon's bounce type thing.
Yeah, problem is we've also just made so much. I'm trying not to like think of overlapping abilities. Like, I don't give them
Exactly.
that's too similar to anything else.
Yeah, I don't want to double up too much.
What
yeah,
if we
Desert
literally
Armor.
allowed them to be like, they are the first of the world, like they're the first ones here. What if they could literally summon some of the world to like almost like grasping vines, something similar to like they make it. I just hopped in to listen while I prep for my session tonight. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for popping in. Happy to have you here.
Thank you so
Good luck
much.
prepping for your session.
Yeah, hope your session goes alright. What's going to be happening in the session? Tell us a little bit about it. So yeah, so I like that direction. I like that direction. Something where they can like just tap into the innate power of the woad almost.
What if they can literally like summon like woodland stuff around? I'm getting ideas.
What if there's like almost a combo with them being able to move through forested, difficult terrain, but they can almost summon it as well?
Okay, so this is literally what I was about to say to you. So, wood manipulation. So first one, as an action, you can create a number of feet of wood within 30 feet of you. The wood can be shaped into any non-magical form that you desire and can be used as cover or as a platform to stand on. You can use it a number of times equal to your wisdom proficiency bonus per long rest.
Okay.
Then I've got 3 ideas. So we can pick or we can use them all. So, next one. Wooden defense. Bonus action. You can cover yourself in a layer of wooden armor. You get a +2 bonus to AC for 1 minute. You can use a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest.
Okay.
And the last one is Splintering Strike. As an action, create a wooden limb that strikes out at a target within 15 feet of you. It takes 1d8 bludgeon damage plus strength mod. Yeah, I think that's... And that's my main ones.
Okay.
What do you think?
I like the ability to create the wood. I think that's really cool. So just to get that on there cleared out. So you, as an action or bonus action, create the wood?
Action.
What do you think?
And I'm thinking maybe create up
Action
to 20 feet. 20 feet worth of wood?
to 20 feet worth of woodland
Within 30 feet of you.
terrain. Within, or does it have to be in your like around?
No, not
you?
woodland different terrain. They summon literally like branches of the woad. Like they pull the roots up that connect the entire world.
Oh, okay, because I was thinking more tapping into their innate ability of them creating that. So they create difficult terrain that they can move through, which adds like a nice synergy to their own ability almost.
My main issue is if we do that, like, yeah, there's no mechanics to it, but my thing is they could use this to make covers. They can literally make walls of wood around them.
Okay.
Also, because the Earth Genasi we made can just do this then. But damage as well. It's difficult terrain within 50 feet.
Earth Genasi's resistance to damage.
Shattered Earth.
Shattered Earth becomes difficult terrain, but you also suffer the difficult terrain from it. This one here, you create it and you can move through it, but enemies cannot. Like, they suffer penalties, you do not. That's my thing, is adding that to it. I like the defensives.
What if we did both? What if we do your idea and my idea and we just make them their 2 abilities?
Okay, yeah, I like that.
So mine can be the wood manipulation, and we can call it the like undergrowth something.
Undergrowth shield? Undergrowth something.
Undergrowth aura. It moves within 30 feet of you. Like, it literally moves from where you step.
I feel like we need to do it like on a location though. Like, if you're creating these defenses up, I like
undergrowth uprising.
Uprising, undergrowth uprising. I kind of like that. So how does it work?
Choose a point within 30 feet of you and create a 20-foot sphere, 20-foot radius sphere.
Yeah. A 20-foot sphere of AC or cover?
So yours is difficult terrain.
Yes.
So, sphere, 20-foot radius sphere of difficult terrain that you ignore.
Of. Sphere area. Right. I like that.
So my one, like, the ability is like, you can create a wooden bridge, you can create a wooden wall, like, you can make full cover for you and allies. Or, for example, if to pitch my ability, to sell you on a little bit more, think this scenario in your head. An ally has literally gone down and has been healed on your ally's turn. It gets to your turn, you're before the villain, so you create a wooden dome over them. We can even make it so the wood has AC 15 and HP equal to your 4 times your level.
Okay. No, I really like that ability. I'm definitely sold on it.
The
I really like it.
Has AC equal to 13 plus DB and HP.
This sounds like someone needs a familiar called Groot. Yeah, look. No, legally distinct Groot.
No, but like, think of that. Like, this could be pretty cool of an ability. Like, it's so much utility. There's so much, and it only rewards creativity.
Yeah, I really like it. I really really
like it.
Which is just something that I've been trying to think of more of in terms of creative. I do not my mic over there.
Don't do that.
Abilities that can be used creatively as well.
Well, I really love the wood manipulation because, like, a 20-foot, like, oh, that's just so cool. It's like, oh, there's like this chasm. All right.
I really like that. Now, do you think we should still make it equal to a number of times equal to proficiency bonus? Because it is very useful as an ability.
What, the wood manipulation? Maybe once per short or long?
Yeah. That's my thing, is that, like, it is really, like, I love it. It's like, it is clutch ability. I can see it being clutch.
Once per short or long rest. Okay. Maybe we bump its HP or AC then? Or are you happy with HP AC?
So you get 13 HP and equal to 4 times your level. That's good. No, I don't think so. Like, because these are still racials. They're like, yeah. I think That's really nice as well. Um, because even if you use that, if you use that to like keep someone from reaching your allies, like you could create difficult terrain for them, and then put up this shield as well. Like
Not
that
on the same
gives
turn, but
a. Is it
imagine.
on the same turn?
Imagine you played a fighter and you action surge and you did both.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can just move across the difficult terrain to reach your allies if you know if you wanted, if, for whatever reason, if you had healing word or some sort of bonus action healing stuff to reach them, get them back up, and bonus defense from it. Like there's a lot of things you can do around that, which I like.
I really like that because it's like I just have this visual in my mind of like ally goes down and you just summon this like 20-foot long barrier in between, like, because think about like, or you know what we could do. Yeah, I suppose.
I'm even thinking. If there's like an encounter, like as an enemy, being able to do this against like players, even that would be
It
fun.
completely blocks line of sight and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So I really like that.
Actually, you know what we could even do though. So each 5-foot segment. So like you have to like you can't. A bit of it can be destroyed without it fully being destroyed. And we change it to 2 times your level for HP.
Okay. Yep.
The ward summoned lasts for 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a cool as fuck ability.
I think that is very
and letting
cool.
the 5-foot segments have their own HP. It's like, especially if you summon a wall against like archers. A 20-foot long wall.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's.
I fucking love it.
It's really solid utility. Really solid utility. Which is now it's just making me think back on everything we've done. And like shit, do we need to like add something more on this level? Because that is really cool.
I really like it. Ignore the one that I said about the AC. Fuck that idea. I just like this idea.
Yeah, I like that.
Also, I was thinking, what if we just gave them a photosynthesis style ability? As long as you spend 4 hours each day in sunlight. Or under the effects of the plant growth spell, you're immune to hunger and starvation, but you still must drink water.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, here's where I have to struggle and try and spell photosynthesis on stream. A. Also, I want to add this photosynthesis to the Dryadkin.
Yep.
If we don't already have it. Because I just think like these are the road races. I really like this. Oh my god.
You know what? I think the photosynthesis is a great one for Piney. I really like that.
Just for both of them, these are creatures innately of the woad.
Yes. Their ancestry is entirely of the woad.
I all of a sudden went from not really liking Alicent too much as like a race to just be like, oh my god, I need to play this.
Yeah.
Hello, Shaz.
Like,
how's work?
I'm just looking at it now, like, I never really thought much of playing Alicent now, but now I genuinely...
You're like, I would love to do this wood manipulation.
I would love to use this wood manipulation.
Fuck.
Oh.
Now I'm trying to think of like... So, hear me out. We make... So this is just me going full, like, the wood manipulation was really sparked in my mind because there's a ninja in Naruto who's like all about manipulating wood, and this is where this idea came from.
Mhm.
But we go full on and like not now or whatever. But we make like a monk subclass that is all about nature manipulation. Of
Okay.
like creating this shit. Like literally go full Naruto and make like ninjas that can do this shit.
That would be cool. I also think that would be really cool as a sorcerer subclass.
Oh, an element. Yeah.
And like nature element sorcerer. I think that would be sick. Being able to manipulate.
There already is, I think.
When-
I think I played one.
But that was
Would I
a wizard,
reckon
I'm fairly sure. Oh,
With a couple
was the
presses of
elementalist-
elementalist sorcerer. Oh, no, that's a wizard. That's
Yeah.
a wizard.
Yes, it is a wizard. Whereas like a
Also
nature,
rough.
like
Look at the time.
a wood. Like say,
Yeah, we're kind of at our end point. We lose track of time when we do this. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. Once again.
yeah, great to see you all.
We'll be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. GMT +1, but this is actually where we normally are meant to end, and we kind of just
Oh
get.
no, Stepfred, no, you came just at the end.
Summoning Trebuchet. Look, if it's 20 feet. Sir Fry, thank you so much for dropping it. I'm very sorry we are ending though, because this is roughly when we have to go, because Raph does have to be up. Creative Mind. Yes, you also caught us right before we end stream. I am very sorry. But hello, it's my belated birthday stream. Happy to have you here. It was a fun time. You missed out some fun.
Also, next week it is a homebrew world.
Yeah, no, it's our full homebrew world of Quentus. We've been working on it since 2018, late 2018. It is.
Time.
If it's something that you're wanting to ever get access to, we do have a Patreon, or if you subscribe to the Twitch, you can reach out to me on Discord, because either will get you an access to our World Anvil, which would have, in theory, down the line, and almost, I would say, as is now, all the resources you need to run a game in our own setting. Quentos,
Yeah,
it's our brain baby, and yeah, belated birthday stream coming to an end. It's a short one, I know, but we will be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. GMT +1 for our main show, Kingslayers. Session 55.
Yeah, I know, 55. God, that sounds weird.
Right. Bye, guys.
See you guys.